Good morning, you badass motherfuckers. It's the All On Me, the morning drinking show. I'm your host, Greg, getting on this motherfucker once again. Looky here. Happy New Year, motherfuckers. Happy New Year. Holy shit. One day changed and a whole new year came. Wow. Ain't that something? Chalking up a whole new year. One more year older. One more year closer to death. One more year full of unlimited possibilities for you. How many wake up this morning with unfinished fucking business, man? Unfinished business. That means you didn't quite get all the shit you wanted done last year. And that shit is done. We done closed the door on 22. Goodbye. Bye-bye. See ya. Some of y'all like, God, that was a harsh year. How many of you just got your fucking asses fucking drugged through the dirt all year last year? 22 is an incredible year for me. It was incredibly challenging, right? It wasn't just incredibly wonderful, the most amazing year of my life, but it was. But it was because it was so challenging, man. It was such a challenging year. It was such a different type of year for me as an adult, right? As a divorced man, as a father, just so many new things went down last year in 22, right? And it all started a year ago today, talking all that shit. It was cool to see 2222. It just popped up. Wow. That was awesome. I love alignment. I look for those little things. That's the universe kind of signaling, You remember being a kid, the first time someone pointed out to me, oh, look, 1111. A little alignments. And last year was full of alignments, right? It was full of embracing uncomfortable situations, embracing new things, new experiences, new ways of thinking, right? New challenges, right? New spaces. Wow. I moved for the first time in 13 years last year. And not only did I get to move once, I get to move twice. I went from one place to two places. It's a beautiful thing, man. What happened, right? By just opening up new possibilities, right? But even then, I still got unfinished business. I was like trying to kick my ass the last week to get more done. And there's a few areas that I wasn't inspired. I wasn't motivated. And that's where discipline comes in, right? You got to get to the discipline. And in order to develop discipline, you got to have a sense of motivation, right? You got to be motivated as a person. And they say motivation doesn't last. Well, discipline comes and goes in waves too, but it is truly, you can etch that discipline into your soul, right? Into your body, and certainly into your mind. Because motivation, you'll hear something like this. It'll fire you up. There's a million, gazillion fucking motivational fucking videos to watch on stuff like YouTube. And that shit inspires you. I was listening to it this morning, right? 2023, new year, new me shit. I was listening to some really hard-hitting motivational stuff this morning. And it gets my juices flowing, right? And it should get your juices flowing. But the thing is you got to use that motivation to build momentum towards establishing discipline in your life, right? You got to take action when you feel motivated, because you're not always going to feel motivated. And that's when you got to still show up. Earlier this week, I haven't been hitting the deadlifts in the gym, right? Those of you that watch this show, I love doing complex lifts like deads. resistance training, right, has taken a big hit probably like the last 4 months. Ever since I purchased the ranch in northern New Mexico, right? I've been spending a lot of time there. Totally did a bathroom renovation, kind of off grid. It's incredible. I love the bathroom renovation, and I've been doing a lot of other projects. So I can tell you this though, I sacrificed a lot of gym time, right, for ranch time, and ranch time was a lot of hard work too. Right. I jumped on the scale this morning. I'm really happy with the number I'm staring down at, right? 184. I even went out last night. I took myself out on a date and a movie. And I'm grateful that I eat relatively healthy, even at a restaurant. You know, they got to kind of make special food or eliminate a lot of the bullshit off of my plate. And so I woke up and I feel great. I journaled about how wonderful I feel, about how I feel loved, I feel wealthy, and I feel free. That's how I feel today. And I could tell you a year ago, those things were not on the list. Yeah, freedom might have been on there. I've always felt free. I've always had that freedom state of mind. But those are areas that I'm going to develop and focus on this year, because for me, right, my one word for 23 is breakthrough. Breakthrough. I see one of the greatest breakthroughs in my life, right before me, right in front of me, staring me down. And I'm embracing it. I'm opening up my mind. I'm opening up my heart. I'm opening up every aspect of me to really just allow for this breakthrough, right? To align with cosmic, universal source energy, to just truly allow for a major shift, even though I went through a shit ton of shift in 22. But it was grinding, right? I've been here on the motel project now for 11 months. Most of you guys have no idea the incredible transformation that we're doing here at 2810 Cerrillos Road in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Still known as the Silver Saddle, but it's not. The Silver Saddle Motel has been reworked, retooled. It will be the Mystic, because we're now 2023. The Mystic of Santa Fe is coming about. We're about to change the sign. We've renovated all the rooms. We got one of the most incredible outdoor spaces, and I haven't really walked around and showed this space off because we've been doing it we've been just focused on doing it and getting to where we want to be. And we're about 3 to 4 months from a huge grand opening, and just really celebrating all this work that we've put into this incredible property, multi-million-dollar project. Just it's so inspiring to be leading the charge here on such a challenging project, because we didn't close the motel for renovations. We stayed open, and we also stayed just, 5-star, 4.5+ stars, man, throughout the busy peak seasons with construction going on. And it's incredible that, something like this, to stay operational, stay renting rooms, and then have construction going on all over the place, it could be a total fucking disaster. This could have been a total disaster. It's been nothing less than a beautiful accomplishment that a lot of people have been a participant of. And I'm grateful for everyone that has been a part of this project. So there's breakthrough, right, coming in 23 for me. That's my word. I challenge you to figure out what the hell your word is, right? And I'm sure you got some unfinished business, because I know I got unfinished business from last year. I know that I didn't hit all my goals. I know that I did not accomplish everything I set out to do. And I could feel a little let down by some of that. And I think that as much as I want to stay let down, I don't stay let down. I say I'm fucking motivated to even hammer that shit out a little harder this year. because I have all that momentum and I have a lot to fall back on, because last year really was one of the most transformational years of my life. And I know a lot of people on here that I'm talking to, it wasn't very transformational for you. It could have been. Maybe this is the year. This is the year transformation for you. I don't know. Right. But just like how this motel has transformed, we started on the inside, right? Going into each and every room, getting into the guts of a building, right? Changing up the sewer and the electrical and the heating and the air conditioning and the Wi-Fi and, the sewage and just every internal system. We went in and we updated it and we fixed it. It's the same with us. It's the same with us. If you want to change, you dye your hair. Okay, great. You dyed your hair. Wonderful. That don't change how you truly feel on the inside. It's surfacey shit. So to truly change how you feel, you don't got to change your color hair, right? You don't got to change your clothes. Although those things do give you almost like the motivation, right? It gives you a little hit of feeling better. But that shit wears off, right? You'll get some compliments and that makes you feel good. And a lot of us get addicted to compliments. We need to be validated by others. It's very externalized. And yet, it's when we go in and we actually do the work on the inside, right, that we truly establish that relationship with ourselves. That the more work you do on the inside, right, the more really beautiful you become on the outside, because people truly see and they feel it, they sense it. There's something different about somebody that's in love with themselves, that's fully accepting themselves, not like bullshit accepting. But I'm talking about when you start going in and saying, you know what, I want to improve my relationship with myself. Man, that means that means that God is going to say, the universe is going to say, all right, oh, you want to improve your relationship with yourself? Well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this thing. Let's talk about that thing. What about when this happened? How do you feel about that? And that's tough. And that's what most people, I think, assume they can go their whole life avoiding, right? We can just avoid having to confront things that don't leave us feeling proud of ourselves, right? Things that leave us feeling like shit, things that we're really ashamed of, embarrassed of. And it's not until we can truly get there. And that's really where I lean on journaling. I think journaling is what really gives you that opportunity to have honest conversation with yourself. And it's hard, even me this morning, right? I catch myself wanting to get distracted, wanting to sit there and fucking scroll for an hour. Fuck, what the heck, man? I don't need to scroll for an hour. I hope all you guys are living your best lives, but scrolling it for an hour, seeing little snapshots of your lives, that's taken away from an hour of my quality time with myself. I'd much rather sit down and spend time with people, connecting with people in a very interpersonal way than just scrolling and seeing all the little snapshots that you're putting out there on your life. Although I do appreciate and enjoy seeing people having fun, right? Traveling the world, accomplishing new things, right? Celebrating life. I don't usually enjoy seeing people take pictures of the fucking food, seeing people take pictures of the drinks, right? But that's another part of our culture, right? Food porn, drink porn, whatever the fuck we're calling it now. How many of you woke up hungover, right? And not just hungover from the drink from yesterday. I'm talking about being hungover from all the shit from 22. Ah, fuck, man. Because it wore you the fuck out. 22 kicked your ass up and down the block, up and down each and every day, each and every week, each and every month. And yet you just keep settling for it, right? You keep going back, trying to drink from that well, that same routine, right? Which is all right here. It's all coming from your mind, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, right? You keep drinking from it. And I know a lot of you, right? New year, new me, resolution. And then you're like, ah, shit, New Year's is on a Sunday. It's football day. You know what? I'm going to start on Monday. I'm going to take one cheat day. I'm going to start my year with a cheat day. I'm not going to stop talking all that shit. I'm going to continue talking shit because I know how I used to think, how I would squirm around every fucking thing I could, right? To not put in the work, to just keep doing it and acting as if I got time, or if I can't truly fucking change my circumstances, that I have to settle. That's the other piece. You either think you got time, or you've just totally checked the fuck out as if, no, this is it. The time thing you do not know about. When I started last year, I could think about some people I lost last year. I did not think at the start of this year that those people would not be around still. And that's a fucking reality. That's a major fucking wake-up call. Because I got to start this year saying I'm 1 year older. I ain't guaranteed shit. You guaranteed shit? Someone telling you you got 10 more years, 40 more years, 50 more years? Or is this your year, motherfuckers? Is this your year? And I'm not talking about the year you break through. I'm talking about this could be the year you die. You hearing that shit? That's that real fucking talk, ain't it? Ain't that? Don't you like the sugar on those cookies? This could be the year you die. And there's many things that could cause that. There's a million fucking things that could take you out. Million fucking things. Right? But I'll tell you the number one thing, the number one cause of death in this country, still heart disease. Number 2, cancer. Both of those things, right, are areas, right, that you can improve. Right? You can improve your heart health for sure. Your cardiovascular health. Right? Eating less saturated fat. Eating more whole food. Right? Cooking with less oil. Deep fried shit. Processed shit. Eating out of the fucking drive-through dumpsters. Right? Eating at the chain restaurants and ain't serving nothing but bullshit. Because even if you just switch up and you start getting some more exercise, right? I played that game. I tried to outperform, right, a diet that didn't leave me healthier. I was running, I was lifting, but I was still eating what? Tacos, burgers, pizzas, bullshit. And I had a nutritionist, right? The VA gave me a nutritionist. She told me the 80-20 rule. It's 80% nutrition, 20 fitness. Some of y'all could just lose weight just switching up your nutrition, just eating better, not crash dieting, just eating healthier, right? Don't even got to see a gym. It would help if you saw a gym, right? And I'm not talking about a guy named Jim. I'm talking about seeing the inside of one and then actually putting the tools in there to work for your body. That resistance training, man. You talk about you feeling stressed? Fuck, man. Resistance training. It's tough. And sure, if you walk in there like a fat cow, you're gonna feel like shit day one. You're gonna feel judged. You're gonna feel like people are looking at you, judging you, all this shit. And I know that they try to come up with gym themes that say, the no judgment zone, right? No more judgment. But that's bullshit. People still gonna judge you, right? That's what we do, right? We look at people and we say, damn, how long they gonna last here? That's usually what most people think, especially if they're the regulars. They're like, well, there's another new one. Let's see how long they last, right? And it's up to you how long you last, right? It's up to you how serious you take this shit. That this could be the fucking year you die. This could be your year. Don't you love how morbid that shit is, right? Your year. It's crazy, but you got to accept that. And that's where I was today in my journaling, is I was getting to a place of saying, fuck. I lost some really close people in my life last year that they had I couldn't have imagined in a million fucking years that they would not be living right now. That I couldn't dial them up and say, dude, Happy New Year. Holy fuck, man. So I ain't guaranteed shit. If you guaranteed some shit, good for you. But I ain't guaranteed shit. And so that's what it takes to get motivated, right? To get inspired, to build that fucking fire inside of you to say, this is the year I'm going to change it up. And I'm going to finish the business I need to finish because my life matters. I could have given up a long time ago. I could have given up a long time ago. But I didn't, because for some reason, something inside of me said, this life matters, right? Sitting on the couch for 10 hours a fucking day, that's not saying this life matters, right? Overeating, overindulging, that's definitely not saying that this life matters, right? Getting drunk, getting high, getting stoned, that's not saying this life matters, right? Being depressed, being anxious, that's not saying this life matters. But truly saying, right, truly giving yourself an opportunity to put in some work, right, that's going to bring you more joy, more health, more happiness, right, in this life. You guys have the opportunity to do that today. Some of y'all want to already start the year with a cheat day. That's not where to go. That's not how you start the year, right? Don't cheat on yourself. You've been doing that for far too long. Do not cheat on yourself today. Most of you will. Most of you will cheat on yourself today because it's football. It's Sunday. It's football. It's January. It's getting real serious football season. And the only thing that you got right now is the routines from last year, the habits from last year. And I believe in the philosophy of new year, new me. Yes, it's a new year. You didn't have anything to do with that, right? So that's already a constant. We all are experiencing a new year. Everyone on this fucking planet woke up and it's a new year now. So none of us had anything to do with that. But the new me part, right? That's where we fucking go every day. Every day here on this fucking show. Every day when I get on here and I talk, it's about inspiring you to become a new version of yourself, the best version of yourself. No excuses. But I'm sure you got plenty. I'm sure you got plenty of excuses, right? But how are you going to have new habits, new thoughts, new routines, right? Because that's what it takes to become the new version of yourself. It's actually pretty incredible, though, right? That on a cellular level, we actually do become new versions of ourselves without even having to do any work. But if you want to have things change in your life, in a positive way, right? The new you starts with what? A new mindset, right? A new mindset, new thoughts, new beliefs, new habits, new experiences, big and small. It does not matter the size of the experience. We get so locked in to here's how I spend Sundays. Here's how I spend New Year's Day. And yet you're settling because of you're continuing a pattern from the old, right? Then there's no new. At least at this point, yet. I do believe in that word, yet. You don't have a new mindset yet. You haven't had new experiences yet. But today is the motherfucking day that you can switch up, change up, and become a better version of yourself by putting in the work, right? And giving yourself an opportunity for something new, anything new, right? Instead of watching fucking 10 hours of fucking TV, God, there's some other shit you could do. A lot of new shit you could do. I'm a big believer that we start how we finish. And so yesterday, and I'll continue it into today, is yesterday, I went into like a cleaning frenzy, organizing shit. Because I think that's really, really important. That the way that your space is when you start a new year, right? It really adds a freshness to the new year. And a lot of us, shit gets really cluttered and a little crazy, right? From all the holidays and shit, people coming and going, gifts and wrapping and packages and new gifts and new shit coming in and new shit going out. We kind of shit can get really disorganized. So I spent a lot of time yesterday cleaning and organizing and opening old boxes and stuff because, again, I moved for the first time in 13 years. And I've spent the majority of the time since I moved sorting through and releasing things, releasing stuff that I just don't need. So I got a pile for donations. I'm grateful I got a dumpster here to just toss shit. Right. And then there's shit that I'm finding. I'm like, it's kind of cool. Maybe I'll put this on the wall. It's kind of a nice thing. It's been in a box for fucking too long. But that's another challenge for you, right? Instead of watching 10 hours, or if you can somehow inspire yourself, leave the TV on, leave the fucking tube on, the game on, but be productive, organize, clean your space, right? Create yourself a space for being more productive. That's on my list. I need to create a productivity space. And I'm looking at it right now. You don't see it, but I see it. And I'm going to create that space where it's going to be an area where I can be more productive, right? Where I can really be engaged in the shit I need to do now, 22. 23, fuck. These years go by fast, motherfuckers. So I put that challenge out there to you. Right? If you need to clean and organize and freshen up, don't wait till the spring. Do it now. This is the new year. New habits. Create a new, fresh space. Reorganize your space. They say that's a really important thing you should do on a regular basis is reorganize how shit is. Move the couches, move the chairs, move the tables. Just move things around. Reorganizing things. Because then that switches shit up. We get so fucking complacent and subliminal and all the things we do. We just do shit. But when you move where your forks are to where your fucking cups are, just whatever, you switch things up. Your mind has to like recompute this. And the same is true with anything you do. Anything new is going to give you a whole new life. A whole new experience, right? So I put that challenge out to you. I hope you have an incredible year this year. I hope you're able to put closure to whatever it was. I know yesterday I had an amazing yoga session. And that was something new that I started in 22 was yoga. And I used to be a fucking jackass about that shit. Yoga chicks or yoga girls. I ain't no fucking yoga girl. Trust me, I'm beast mode up in that motherfucker. And that hot power flow yoga would kick any of your asses. It would fucking take you guys down to your knees, tap out shit. It's the most intense shit I've been a part of since military, hardcore fucking chewing on fucking bullets and all kinds of shit. It's hard, man. It's intense. But yet that's something I embraced new in 22, and I saw it through, and I just kept going back and going back, and we're doing these complex flows and this movement and stretching, and it's like I've grown not only emotionally and spiritually, but I've literally like I've grown taller. I would think I was, they say you start to shrink, and I think the reason why I shrink is we don't stretch and we don't move enough. And yoga does so much to really open the body back up. It's a beautiful thing. I recommend it for any of you guys. Don't get into the deep end. Start with some slow stuff, but it's we had an incredible day yesterday, and I released some deep shit inside of me. I really set an intention to release a few things that I was holding on to from 22 that I didn't want to bring into 23. But yet here we are in 23, and you guys still got some unfinished fucking business. I know I got some unfinished business. And guess what? No fucking excuses this year. I know I want to make the excuses. I know I want to be regretful and doubtful and thinking about the past. But trust me, this is the year, right? Is it the year for breakthrough? Is it the year you die? Is it the year that you truly try and become the person that you want to be? Is it the year you stick through some shit, change up, and start to move towards your highest potential on this earth? I hope it's that. I hope this is the year you start to believe in yourself. I hope this is the year you give yourself a shot. I hope this is the year that you start to heal the trauma from childhood. I hope this is the year, right, that you put the vices down, right? The drinking, the alcohol, having to recover from all that shit. Just clouding your mind, clouding your body, poisoning yourself, right? Because you think you're just being socialized, but you're really just masking pain and uncomfortability within yourself. That's really what's going on deep down there. It's not just celebrating. There's something that you can't sit with that's very uncomfortable. So you got to keep plugging yourselves into these little circles, plugging yourselves into the fucking distractions and the noise and the lights and the drinks and the environments that take you outside of what? That stillness where you got to sit and face yourself, where there's zero distractions, right? Where you just can't escape. But you do try, and you'll keep trying until you're ready to face yourself, to do some healing. That's what we should do. Please give yourself an opportunity to heal mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically in 23, right? I hope everybody has new experiences and new adventures and new opportunities for growth in this year. I'm going to be along for this ride as long as I'm along for this ride, because ain't nobody know. We do not know. But I woke up. I'm feeling great, right? I'm excited for the opportunities. It's unlimited potential right now for what 23 brings, because I didn't see half of the shit I accomplished last year. And I got unfinished business, and I'm ready to fucking pound it out, motherfuckers. I'm going to pound it out. And I hope you'll join me for this ride, because you know the drill. Results kill excuses. It's all on me.